Hey, Tony Guys here. Now, I was thinking the other day when I was talking, and what came up to me was seducing spirits. And so this is something that's prevalent in our society. And I want you to understand, when it comes to these seducing spirits out here, you have to be aware of it. Now, sometimes it could be you. It could be you the one with the seducing spirit, or you could be nasty. So you could look at somebody and you might slob out your mouth. You may lust. That's when the problem is with you. Now, when you look at people and they trying to seduce you, like, let me get a little bit of this here. I had my shirt hanging down too low. Now, see, let's say I'm on here doing a video, and as a man, I'm on here and I got the V-neck, and you can see a chest muscle right there, a chest muscle right there, and I'm on here trying to do a video, or I'm on here with a sleeveless shirt, and I've been doing just curls for the last 6 months, and I got a sleeveless shirt on, or I got a tank top on, and I got all kind of muscle bulging, or I'm posting pictures with my shirt off. Things like that, shooting videos with no shirt on, and you can see here up a chest, just bare skin. And the same thing on the woman's side. If a woman in really tight, revealing clothes, got real low cut cleavage hanging out, taking pictures from the side, showing booty, showing all kind of thigh, all kind of seducing spirit. And see, what's happening is, like, I was looking at the show on Netflix, Selling Tampa. They ain't selling now a house. I was looking at this just because, I'm from up the street. So everybody, hey, check out this right here, check out this. So I look at it. I ain't seen a house got sold yet. Ain't a single house got sold, but I done seen all kind of booty, all kind of cleavage, all kind of everything out there. So I'm like, now, is these young ladies selling houses, or they selling, like, what's getting sold here now? Like, this is an outfit for the club. Like, it's not an outfit for a house showing. Like, what's going on? But see, it's a seducing spirit. So just like you have a seducing spirit on the male side of that, he might put a cup on. He might have on some European cut pants, European suit, skin tight, muscle bulging out. He might have him a cup on. So you see a bulge in them pants. And he's selling you a house. Same thing online. Like the brothers who come on here and they want to give advice and they want to be showing muscle. And they want to post a picture with this shirt off. Just like a male trainer. It's a lot of male trainers. I seen on my popular page, trainer videos come out. Because one of my mentees is a trainer. So whenever I go on his page, he DM me. I check out his page. He say, hey, man, check out this post. Tell me what you think. Check out this post. From me clicking on his post, it showed me other trainers. I seen a gentleman had on spandex shorts. A man now, not a woman. Spandex shorts. No shirt on. So he a trainer. So he got a 14 pack of abs. Chest, arms, and had on spandex shorts, but the shorts was white. He got all kind of meat airwear in the shorts. I say, what in the world? And I said it to my mentee because he was saying, me and him was talking about, he don't want to do anything seducing. He don't want to be out there every post with his shirt off and luring the wrong type of spirits, because he a God-fearing man. He living abstinent to the best of his ability, trying to live right, do the right thing, and extremely muscular, ripped up, cut, single man of God. And he probably around 30 years old, and he's like, I don't want to attract the wrong spirits. And so we were talking about that, and I was telling him, like, you are in the business of fitness, so you're gonna have to show that you fit. But now I got to see on the other gentleman page, I was offended. I was shocked and appalled, because I'm like, listen, man, it's not just you on this page. It's not just women that want to get in shape. It's men want to get in shape. I don't want to come to your page and you got a Louisville Slugger and some baseballs just out there just swinging everywhere, and probably had the thing tucked and put them a cucumber in there. Now listen, you have to understand human nature. These folks will do that now. These folks will do that. These folks will do that. These men will tuck that thing between their legs and put a legitimate cucumber. And because I remember when I was playing AAU basketball, the guys used to take a little towel. They used to take a little towel and wrap the towel in a circle and put the towel around they ankle lane and put a rubber band on it. So as they in their basketball shorts, it looked like a little log down there. So the women in the stands, and they would do this not while they playing, they'll do this in between games. So they walk around with just a little baby arm just in the pan, just swinging. And so the young ladies come watch the game who play on the women AAU team. Now, with women's basketball, half of the team like women, half of the team like men. And half of the team like men, they kind of go both ways on a lot of women basketball teams. For some reason, I don't know why that's so rampant in that sport and not other women's sports. But women basketball, half of the team like women. And then half of the team, they like men. And so I seen this again, seducing spirit. So you have to realize this. So I go to my Instagram DM and I could see seducing spirits. I could see seducing spirits. When I seen the trainer video, I clicked on the comments, and in the comments was men. Yeah, they writing yes. They putting fire emoji. Ooh, they got the picture with the tongue hanging out their mouth. I say, so the man was luring a lot of men who like men. And I say, that's obviously what he's trying to do. That's obviously what he's trying to do. Because if you know it's finna be heterosexual men, if you want heterosexual men in your following, you're not finna have on white spandex with your print all out. And so I say, yeah, it's stuff going on. So this gentleman will take and post this, and he may have 1,000 men who are coming to his page for the wrong thing, but they buying his program, his monthly membership program, for the wrong reason. Same thing with women, coming to buy it for the wrong reason. And see, this is the thing. This is why you see single male relationship coaches with over 1 million followers online. In what world do it make sense for women to be buying books and going to seminars, taking advice from single men on how to be a wife and how to get ready to be a wife? It's a seducing spirit. It's a seducing spirit. And see, this is the thing. It ain't nobody in this world that could watch my video and watch a series of my videos and tell me that another man, that a man who is single, have a better understanding of relationships than me. Might hit some good points now, but I'm talking about holistically. Have a better understanding than relationships than me. But now tell me this. Why would men who never show a wife, never show a girlfriend, or are outwardly single, or are known to be single, who give relationship advice, have 1 million plus people online across their social media networks? It's a seducing spirit. The reason, and guess what? Those men will have women who are subscribed to them or follow them that don't subscribe and follow the men like myself who are married. If you look at it now, the married men who talk about love and relationships have less overall subscribers or followers online than the single men. It's not because those men are, and I ain't checked the numbers, but I done seen it before. I don't sit there and just go counting up numbers and all of that, but I done seen it, and I ain't really even got to see it because people will say it. Oh, such and such got 1 million this and his, 1 million this and that. So I already know. I ain't living under a rock. And so, but I already know why. Seducing spirit. Seducing spirit. And it speaks to how sad society is right now without God. Now imagine if I was a single man, talking the way I talk, giving the game I give. In this world, on YouTube alone, where this video is being shot for, on YouTube alone, I have 3 million subscribers. I will have 10 times the amount of following that I have as a married man. Do you know why? Because majority of women out there today, they're not like the women who watch these videos. The majority of the women, they have a seducing spirit and they want to be seduced. So the women not following this man over here who appears to be single because his relationship advice is that good. They following him because, and they actively in the brand because they want their name to show up and they want their face to be seen because they hoping that he will pick them out of his following. They know for a fact that couples are being made from the DM, from the comment section, from watching stories. They know for a fact. So they say, if I like his post every day, he's going to see me. If I comment on his video every day, he's going to see me. If I book him for coaching, he's going to see me. And so the thing about it is, the same way women will take a dog of a man off another woman's hands, do you think these women care that these men is perceivably single and giving relationship advice? No, they don't care at all. They like, shoot, well, he could be selling drugs, or he could be robbing, or he could be scamming. I mean, if the worst thing he doing is posing as a relationship coach as a single man, I'll take him. And so they line up by the hundreds of thousands. But what happened is that's so addicting to these men and to these women that's doing it, that they will then become a slave to the single life because they know that it's portraying themselves as single is what built their audience. So the people who follow me, it's because they really want to learn and grow because I'm already married. I'm already taken. The women who follow me, it's because They want to get some insight from a faithful married man perspective, because I'm already taken. Now you're gonna have it's gonna have some in there that's want to follow just to still try to be a temptress or seductress and try to get in the comments or what have you. But the majority of them, they gonna follow because they want to get some insight. Now, if I was a single man, I have a whole, you got to realize how many other people out here. I have a whole nother following. And the reason being is because it'll be all of the gay men, because they like, well, if this guy over 30 or over 40 or over 50 and talking about love and relationships and is not married, it's a possibility he gay. So all of the gay men will be in there. All of the down low men will be in there. All of the seducing spirit women will be in there. All the Jezebel spirits will be in there. That add to a whole lot more numbers. But when you come out and you portray what you really are, and it's authentic and it's real and it's genuine, and you're not trying to seduce, you cut through all the weeds and you're gonna have what's for you. And so that's what you have to be aware of out here. You got to make sure that you're not being seduced by your realtor, by your financial advisor, by your investment advisor, by your personal trainer, by your hairstylist, by your life coach, by your therapist. When we started My Mentor.life, it was a lady. It was one of the coaches who had a nice picture. She had the best picture on the site. And the picture looked like model-esque. The picture looked model-esque. When I talked to the developer, I said, hey, can you send me over the top 10 coaches? The person with the prettiest picture had the most bookings. Not the best bio, not the most experience. The prettiest picture had the most bookings. And that is from seducing spirits. Not to say that she was trying to seduce people. It's that's how people was judging, men and women. And it was women booking her. So when you notice this, and you got to ask yourself, the same thing, like when it comes to attractiveness, there could be a man who got the same amount of wisdom as I have, but inside of the constructs of America, what is considered handsome? If I'm closer to what's handsome than him, he probably going to have less of a following than me. The same for a woman. It could be two women and they saying the same thing. And so I'm aware of this. I'm not blind to the fact that I could build a following faster than some other men if the people who are following think I'm handsome or think I look better than this other man. And the other man could be saying the same exact thing. And so me understanding that, that's why I don't play on that. That's why I don't come in here dressed up every day. See, when somebody come to do a video from their house and they got on a suit, they got on an outfit that they could wear outside, that's a seducing spirit. Meaning on a regular. Sometimes you're going to catch me in a polo, you're going to catch me in a real outfit because I'm actually getting ready to go. I'm not getting dressed up for you. I got on a Nike Dry Fit or a t-shirt in 99% of my videos. The reason being is because I'm intentionally not trying to be a seducing spirit. And I could come on here, for so long I wore black shirts. When I one day had on a hunter green shirt, it was so many women in the comments, oh, Tony, you ought to wear color more often. It's like, don't be commenting on no color. I'm married. Get the message. Stop worrying about what color shirt I got on and get the message. And see, that's why I wear a black shirt all the time. Because I don't want it to be about me and what I'm looking like. But see, I want to make you aware of this so that you not judging. Make sure you not following me because you think that I'm handsome. Make sure you listening to what's coming out my mouth. And see, that's the thing. That's why when we do Q&As, other women be like, these women ain't listening to nothing Tony say. And that's the truth. Because it's going to be a large amount, a good amount of the women on here. They just on here just to look at a man. They on here just to look a man in his mouth. Because they single and they not with no man. So talking to a man and listening to a man, it's like, oh, I'm looking at this man, talking to this man. Listen, get that spirit out you. Get that spirit out you and get the message. Let what the words coming out my mouth help change your life. Don't sit on here and just look at, because it's masculine energy and that's feeding your masculine energy craving because you in a you in a season of singleness. No, listen. And that's the thing too. I see women who got a brand, who got a following, ain't bit more talented than the man on the moon. Don't bit more know what they talking about than a can of paint. But because they are pretty or beautiful. And so one time a lady asked me, oh, bitter Betty spirit on her. She had a bitter Betty spirit on her. She said, Tony, this is a real question. This ain't me making this up. And truthfully, I'll be honest with you. Truthfully, I had low self-esteem from middle school because I had acne, had bad acne. So I grew up feeling ugly. And even today, get a big old wrinkle in my forehead. I critique myself. I judge myself. I don't like taking pictures. But I believe that that's intentional from God. I believe God let me go through a humbling season. Because if I'm feeling myself, if I'm in love with myself, then God can't use me. Because pride comes for a fall. And so that's why you see a lot of people with seducing spirits. They think they're so pretty. They think they look so good that they can't be used by God. And it's just them and they in love with themselves. So they post pictures all the time. They want to model all the time. They want to do selfies all the time, all that. Now see me, that's why I can understand the difference because I ain't with that. I ain't with selfies. You go on my Instagram, you don't see me trying to model. You don't just see me in a dope outfit just standing, just taking a picture. I don't do that. And I'm advising men, stop doing that. Stop trying to look good. Stop trying to model. Stop trying to do all that. And focus on the word. Focus on what's coming out your mouth. Focus on the ministry. And so now listen, the lady, she said, Tony, do you think you got the following that you got because of your looks? Oh, who sent me? My son sent me a thing from a website say, do women only follow Tony because he cute AF? I say, now listen to me. Whatever somebody's reasoning is for following me, you can't tell me I ain't dropping jewels. Because I know it, because I can feel it, because I know it ain't me. I know it's God. Because some of the stuff that God give me, I'm like, I ain't heard nobody else say it. Some of the stuff God give me, I'm listening to it from the outside looking in. And so I know it's God. And that's why I have to be a vessel. So now, if I was just on here talking and not saying anything, that'll be totally different. But when you listen to these videos, I'm saying something. But one thing that I'm noticing today is it's people who trying to look cute, who trying to look good, and they ain't saying nothing. But they building a following because people like the way they look, because of America's beauty standards. It's just like when I see the people who real big in Africa, a lot of them follow me online. It's because they fall into the beauty standards of America, the beauty standards of Europe. And so they'll become really big. It's like, just like when you look at Trevor Noah, he's from South Africa. Why do the #1 voice that come out of South Africa look like he come from over here? Look mixed, look like he something else. Why? I know a guy over there, DJ Spoo. but he dark skinned. He got a different look. Talented. Why he not Trevor Noah? You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times it is true that the beauty construct that's been put in place, we don't choose our features. Now, yeah, you can. You could go get your eyes colored now. People, celebrities doing that. You go get lashes put on. You go get eyebrows put on. You go get your lips pumped up. You go get Botox in your face. You go get a new booty, new breast. It's a whole lot you could do today. But our natural appearance, we have no say so over that. So for one, we can't fault nobody for how they look. We can't fault nobody for what advantages they get based on their skin color, based on the look of their face. We can't fault nobody for that. But we can take notice of it. And we can look and realize that, okay, some people get an advantage because of how they look. Point blank period. Point blank period. But now, see, here's the thing, what you got to realize. Is this person where they are because of how they look and it have nothing to do with them? Or is this person using how they look to seduce? Meaning they're not saying anything. They're not trying really to change lives, but they just playing on their aesthetics for money and fame. And we'll look and we'll see people who became famous just because of their looks. But not saying anything, not changing the world, not doing anything of substance, but just channel the look. And so what I notice sometimes is I will see women extremely successful from the dollars of other women who want to be her. That women will pay a woman because they envy her, because they want to look like her, because they want to be shaped like her. And they will empty their wallet from insecurity and envy and covetousness. Come on now. Woo. Woo. And I done benefited from it. I done benefited from it. Because all of us are beautiful in the sight of God. But what I mean is all of us look good to somebody. All of us look good to somebody. There's some people come in my comment tell me I'm ugly. One lady, she came in my comment, and I never said I look good, never said none of that. But and she looked like this microphone. I say, ma'am, you don't get out my comment. She talking about, Tony, you are not fine. And I didn't say that. I don't know what she was reading into. She said, such and such is fine. She was talking about the relationship coach who got exposed for cheating on his wife, who got all the muscles. I seen a comment, what? I'm like, well, what you even talking about? Cause that ain't come out my mouth. It probably was a conversation like this right here. And so she overreading into it. But at the same time, there's women who don't care about nothing I'm saying. But if I look like what they told God they want their husband to look like, that woman might buy my product. And so I know that's out there. But what I'm telling the people under the sound of my voice is stop operating from that place. Stop operating from that spirit, because you blocking your blessings. You blocking your blessings. And see, I don't want my support like that. That's why I'm speaking on this. If I wanted my support like that, this topic wouldn't be coming out my mouth. I don't want my blessings off of somebody's lust. I don't want my blessings off of somebody's loneliness. I don't want my blessings off of somebody operating from the wrong spirit. I want my blessings because my message or my ministry or my contribution to the world is needed. Not because somebody is lonely and they say, I want to get close to this person, so I'm going to support them. No, get the message and let it affect change in your life. And then I'm gonna leave that to the other people, because see, guess what? It's just like an R&B singer. It's just how Trey Songz and all of them, they couldn't come out in a relationship, because literally, when you notice music artists, when they announce their relationship, it'll be a bunch of memes and a bunch of videos of people like burning their stuff, people throwing their stuff in the trash, people like saying, I'm done, I can't believe. Women will be saying, I can't believe my husband got married. Guys will be saying, I can't believe my wife done got married. But a person they follow, because of the fantasy, because of how they look up to them, they will go to the concerts. They'll buy the merchandise. They'll buy the album, because in their mind, they have a relationship with that person. And that's why they'll do it. Now, I could also speak to this because I never operated like that. I never had a poster of a woman on my wall growing up. I never idolized celebrities. I never looked at celebrities. Now, I could look and see. When I was real young, my brother and me, the young lady who just went through the divorce, at that age, yeah, even though she had big teeth and I think she had a little gap in them, Megan Good, she was on My Brother and Me. At that age, yeah, we thought she was cute, and we were like, yeah, man. And so you watched the show just to see her. But then as you got older, and her look changed and her all that changed, and then you changed as you got older, you look and you like, no, that ain't my type. No, that ain't my type. But as a young kid, 11, 12 years old, you don't really know. And so, and I had told my wife about that. So then when we saw her as an adult, my wife would thought, oh, that's your boo. I said, no, that's a total different spirit. That's a total different spirit. I'm not attracted to that. I said, I was a kid at 12 years old watching My Brother and Me. Spirit was looked totally different back then. You see what I'm saying? So we grow, we change, things change. So yeah, I remember my sister was so in love with Lil Wayne. I remember when I met my wife, her, not really a crush. She was more so like me, but she used to love Genuine music, Pony and all that. She used to love Genuine music. But then when I talked to her, she was like, you know what that is. It ain't that type of thing. It ain't that type, And so she was more so like me. We didn't idolize celebrities. Neither one of us had no poster or no celebrity. She was more so into sports. And the same thing with me. Like, if I meet Serena Williams or Venus Williams, because of their level of greatness, I might fall out. It'll have nothing to do sexually or nothing like that, lusting after them, nothing like that. Because of their level of greatness, I might have to hit the ground real quick, because how great they is in a sport, and I like sports. And so we have to really get to the root of what's drawing us to certain things. And I was looking at land. And there's all these different realtors coming in. I realized that the lady that was the prettiest, your inclination will be to want to work with her. Or the man that had the best suit on, or look the most fit, the most put together, your inclination will want to work with him. And yet, but we don't realize sometimes, not all the time, sometimes these people could have the slimiest spirits. Sometimes these people could have the worst spirit. Sometimes these people could have a Jezebel spirit. But we choosing them for the wrong things. So, hey, think on this now. Think about who you following now. And even if you think the lady is pretty, even if you think the man is handsome, are you getting value, or are you just caught up in lust or insecurity or idolizing or worshiping? Are you being seduced? If I come on here every day in my Sunday's best, that means I'm trying to seduce somebody. But you'll see me come on here in my do-rag. I did a video on my do-rag. I do a video on this hat, this old country boy hat. This is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they put the camouflage on here. When I come on here, I want to come on here because I do not want to get caught up trying to seduce nobody. And when I get my 6-pack of abs, now I want to post it. I want to post it one time just to show I hit my goal, but at the same time, I know that could be perceived as seduction. So I don't think the Lord gonna let me post it. I don't think the Lord gonna let me post it. I don't think my spirit gonna let me post it. Somebody just have to see me in a loose shirt, and I don't wear tight shirts. See how loose this shirt is? Somebody just have to imagine, oh, I wonder if Tony got a 6-pack yet. Now I might tell you about it, but how the other gentleman used to post him a picture every now and then, I done seen it. Some people done sent it to me, showing off his body. We see what that got. We see what that'll get you into. It'll get you right into sin. It'll get you right into sin because you asking for it, it's gonna come on you. Hey, think about this now. Think about this, and I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Don't let me seduce you. You hear me? Don't let me seduce you. Don't. No. You got to. If you coming on here, male or female, you got to see me like your brother. Like your brother in Christ, because that's all it is. Don't let your mind go nowhere. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You hear me? I want a pure platonic relationship where we could do work and get the work done. And anybody you online following that you idolizing, you better pray for deliverance. That you worshiping, that you looking up to because of how they look, he or she. Because a woman will idolize another woman and not be a lesbian. A man could idolize another man and not be gay. You got to pray that up out you. You got to pray that up out you. And that's why people say, Tony, who you look up to? Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ. It ain't a man on this here earth other than the man I come from, my father. It's not a man on this here earth that I look up to. It's not a woman on this here earth that I look up to. What I mean by look up to, meaning idolize. I could respect somebody now. I could respect somebody. And even that gonna be measured because I know only Jesus perfect. So you can respect me, but you can't worship me. You can't idolize me. You can't let me become God. You can't let somebody else you follow online become God. And for those of you that's like me, that you're using your voice, make sure you don't try to become God. Make sure you make it very clear that you're not to be idolized and that you're not God and that you're not supposed to be coveted or lusted after. Make sure you make it very clear. And make sure you come and you present yourself in a real enough, raw enough, down to earth enough, and expose yourself enough to where people have to take you off that pedestal. To where people have to know that you're real and that you flawed and that you have erred in your ways in the past. Hey, this is Tony Gaskin. God bless you. Now make sure get on over there, Tony Gaskin Academy. People been writing in asking can they get on the mailing list to know what's going on with my brand. You got to be on. You got to be in a course on TonyGaskinAcademy.com. And when you go on there, you'll see the 2022. It'll say, this is my year 2020 or 2022 is my year. That course is only available through January 31st. Then that course is finito because I'm not feeding procrastination this year. So anybody procrastinating, they dragging their feet, you're going to miss out. That course is to help you get your year off on the right foot. Starting off strong. It's going to cut out a lot of nonsense in your life. So make sure you grab that 2022 is my year. It's the first course when you go to TonyGaskinAcademy.com. Hey, God bless you. I see one of the coaches from one of the basketball teams I work with just text me. I got to go and check, see what he say. God bless you. We'll talk soon.